I'm excited to be here with my good friend Matt Bates, Matthew W. Bates, and we're going to interrogate Matt about his life and what he likes and dislikes. Matt is one of the founders and co-hosts of the OnScript podcast. I've been on the show a couple times, and Matt, you've asked me all sorts of goofy questions. This is my chance to get some revenge, where I get to ask you some questions. So are you ready for that?
I will try my best. I've had others take revenge on me in the past, so
good.
It could be brutal. We'll see how it goes.
Well, Matt, for those of you who don't know, who are listening to this and watching this, we are excited that he'll be joining us in fall of 2024 as professor of New Testament at Northern Seminary. It'll be a new day, a new age for our seminary. We're so excited. But right now, we just got to turn on the hot lamp, put the screws to you. So first question, what does the W stand for in Matthew W. Bates?
Yeah, that's Matthew Wonderful Bates.
Wonderful.
I don't know why my parents decided on Wonderful. I don't know if it was just that like intuition. It's William.
Shoot. Okay, you had me going there for a few seconds.
Matthew William Bates. My grandpa on my mom's side is Bill. We always called him Bill, but he was William.
Okay.
So I think
family name.
Family name. Yep, family name.
All right. Cool. Okay, these get harder. So what we expect so much from you as a new professor at Northern. What is a hidden talent that you have?
A hidden talent. Let's see. A hidden talent. I can ride a ripstick. Do you know what a ripstick is?
I do. We have a couple in our house.
Yeah. Can you ride a ripstick too?
Ride would be a stretch.
I did seriously break my rib on it because my wife got it for me for my 40th birthday.
You?
Yeah, for me. She got it for me. Yeah. And my kids already had one, and so I was already riding theirs. And I can ride it actually pretty competently. I'm fairly confident on it. But I was trying to go up a hill on it, which is harder. You have to if for those who don't know what a ripstick is, it's like a skateboard that balances on two wheels in the center. And so you have to kind of balance on the two wheels, and you have to. It's like sort of like surfing on the land. You got to kind of oscillate back and forth to kind of
you wiggle. You kind of wiggle on.
Yeah, you have to wiggle your back foot. Yeah, if you don't have any gravity to help you out, you have to wiggle your back foot to get yourself going. You have to kind of quickly oscillate your back foot.
Yeah.
So I was trying to go up a hill on it, so I'm moving my back foot really fast, and I don't know if I hit a little pebble or what happened, but I just wiped out and landed on my rib, and for that part I know I landed on a rock because it was the rock that broke my rib, as I must have landed just on some little rock on the path and cracked my rib. So that's a hidden talent.
I don't know if that qualifies as a hidden talent if you broke your ribs on it, but we'll give that to you.
Well, okay. And I broke my rib this year ice skating. So it's apparently these kinds of things are not my friend, but I want to be friends with them.
Okay, so he's a man that loves danger. So your middle name should be actually Danger. These next questions, they're rapid fire questions, so short answers. Don't think too much about it. I'm getting this is probably branded. I'm getting this from Stephen Colbert's Colbert questionnaire, which has been perfectly designed to get to know a person 100%. I don't know if you've seen this before, but these are rapid fire. Don't think too much about it. Don't explain. What's the best sandwich?
Turkey, bacon, avocado, lettuce.
Ooh, that sounds good. What's one thing you own that you really should throw out?
We have lots and lots of random cardboard boxes in our basement, that we keep because we're hey, it's a nice box. We might use it someday.
Yeah. We have those. We have those in the attic. What's the scariest animal?
Probably the grizzly bear.
Grizzly bear. Did you see Cocaine Bear?
I did not. No, but I like to hike, and grizzlies are the thing that makes me not like to hike.
Yeah, especially if they're on cocaine. Okay, next question. Apples or oranges?
Oh, apples.
Apples? I love apples. Yeah. A good apple. Yeah. Have you ever asked someone, ooh, I like this. What's the best autograph brag that you have? Of a person's autograph that you have?
That I have their autograph?
Yes.
Well, the one that was most meaningful and memorable to me is I'm a San Francisco Giants fan, and we went to a game early. This was way back in Candlestick Day, and like as the players were driving in, like we knew the place where they parked, and like you couldn't get in there, but you could like beat on the fence and be like, "Hey, like come give us your autograph." And one of my favorite players was Brett Butler because he was an expert bunter. He was really good at bunting. He was their leadoff batter, and he could he could bunt in any direction in any way, and he could beat it out. And I got his autograph on my T-shirt, and I still remember that. I don't think I have the T-shirt anymore, but
oh man, I know, but ask.
Well, it wasn't the autograph itself that was me. It was the interaction with him. He came over and he signed our T-shirts. It was cool.
That's awesome. Favorite action movie?
Favorite action movie? I'm just like stuck on action movies. I'm trying to even think of it. I can't even think of a single action movie.
Any movie that you were obsessed with when you were like in the Roaring '90s?
In the Roaring '90s, I don't know. I enjoyed watching Iron Man. Like I'm trying to think of an action movie. Those were fun enough. I like that sequence. This is literally the only action movie that can jump into my head at this second.
Yep, my family were big RDJ people, so
yeah,
I got that.
Those were fun.
Favorite smell?
My wife's homemade bread. She makes wheat bread. Oh, I love that stuff.
Good smell. Yeah. Least favorite smell?
I got to go with flatulence there, especially my dogs. Like we have a dog, and he's sometimes relentless in our living room. We're like, what did we feed the dog? What's gone wrong here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is exercise worth it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're a walker. I know that.
Yeah.
Water, flat or sparkling?
Oh, flat.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
No,
okay.
I don't know why anyone would do that to their water.
Oh, boy. You're not refined, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Most used app on your phone. I know you're not a phone person. Most used app on your phone.
I mean, it's certainly Chrome. It doesn't even count.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of my email.
Not TikTok. Not TikTok.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm on Facebook a decent amount, though.
You got one song to listen to for the rest of your life. What is it? Or one band. It's a one band. I'm gonna say one band.
One band. I love the Counting Crows. I'm gonna go Counting Crows.
Oof. Yeah. We must have grown up in the same era. What number am I thinking of?
17.
No. Describe the rest of your life in 5 words.
I love my family. I
love my family. I got it. We got it. Okay. These are my wrap-up questions here. Do you have a favorite scripture verse?
Oh, Galatians 2:20 has got to be up there for me and everybody else.
Yes.
But if you're going to make me do a passage, I'm going to choose the Philippians hymn.
Oof. Speaking my language. Favorite class or topic you've ever taught?
I would say probably my favorite class is actually just Intro to the Bible, like to the whole thing.
Yeah.
I really like, partly because of the kind of students who tend to be attracted to that at a small liberal arts college, because most of my teaching experience has been undergrads. I have students who are studying finance or studying, whatever. They're there to play sports, but they often choose to take that course because they want to learn more about the Bible, but a lot of them know almost nothing. And I love getting the chance to introduce the whole of Scripture to them and to help them see its interconnections and just do the whole story.
I love that. I love survey courses too. Who's your favorite theologian? I know that's a capacious question that covers, it could be patristic, it could be medieval, Reformation, modern, postmodern. Well, who's your favorite theologian?
I'm such a sucker for early material because I'm part of the reason I want to read a theologian is because I'm looking for historical nuggets. I'm a historian more by my orientation. So Irenaeus is probably my favorite because I love reading how he uses Scripture at such an early stage. And Justin Martyr a close second there, but I like the early theologians partly because I'm fascinated by their use of Scripture.
Yeah. Last question. If you could interview any living theologian on script, I know you've probably had your pick, but I'm sure you have like bucket list. who would you want to interview? Biblical scholar, theologian, however you want to describe them, historian. If you could interview anybody, get out your magic wand.
You know, I've read a lot of Tom Holland's books. I don't know that I would say he's a theologian. I mean, he's more of a historian, but he's kind of moved back into the church as I've tracked his story a little bit. I know he's interviewed around that some. It would be interesting to hear how his book, like his book Dominion, for instance, I think was very instrumental for him, as he's written all these marvelous books covering antiquity and even into the Middle Ages, but he wrote a book covering the rise of Christianity. And he's a person whose mind I admire in many ways. It would be interesting to hear him. That's just partly because he's a very well-known figure in broader culture that I don't really lump as a theologian, but he would be a neat person to get.
Oh my gosh!
Tom Holland.
I listened to his "The Rest Is History" podcast, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I'm jealous.
I didn't know he had a podcast. He has a podcast too.
Phenomenal! I was just telling somebody recently that he does episodes on different eras of history, different topics, but he did an episode on the Roman Empire and Star Wars and Dune, and I just geeked out to no end. So, well. We're gonna wrap up here and be done. But Matt Bates, thanks so much for your time. If you want to study with Dr. Matthew Wonderful Bates, he will start with us in the fall teaching at Northern Seminary. Check out our programs. Go to seminary.edu and look at especially the Master of Arts in New Testament, where he teaches alongside myself in the master's and doctoral level. Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, thank you, NJ. Super excited to join you at Northern.